everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a quick video, little product overview. Brand new company just released something very cool, and I have on first-hand information that even more really cool stuff is coming out for some other AK variants slash AK patterns that I'm super excited about. The company in question today is Molotov Manufacturing, as you can see there. Actually a sister company to Kyber Customs. You all know Kyber Customs, you love those guys. The cheese graters, huge array of really cool aftermarket stuff available on their website. You know, sighting systems for M92s, M85s, they make all kinds of cool stuff at Kyber. As well as cheese graters for all different patterns. I was lucky enough to get one here. Let's just call this thing what it is, man. This is a very cool Zenit clone lower handguard. Very freaking cool. This is like a standalone lower, so it's really not set up to like adapt to an upper portion or like a rail dust cover that you would see in other versions of this. And I know there are other handguards that are coming out similar to this, but this one actually has some pretty cool features. Number one, it allows you to keep your cleaning rod, which is awesome. Still have one here. It's nice and centered there. I'll show you guys there. I absolutely love keeping the cleaning rod regardless what aftermarket products I have, especially when I start putting handguards on. I gotta keep my cleaning rod. That's just me. I like seeing it there. I just like having it. I think the AK looks better with it. So that's plus number one. Number two is you get some M-lock here, which is, you know, in some of the Russian handguards, it's just like pick mount everywhere, or they have like what's called the basis system. That stuff's almost impossible to get. Let's just call it what it is. That stuff you just really can't get anymore. You're buying it secondhand these days, and it's extremely expensive for what it is. Cool flex, way too expensive for what it is. It just sucks. But a really cool upgrade that this lower handguard has, not only does it look super sick, but it's got M-lock on it. You've got Picatinny on the bottom. You can run any kind of forward grip you want. That all bolts up just fine, but you get M-lock. I want to show you a picture here on the screen of something that the guys over at Molotov sent me. This is a great place to mount a light. So you're probably seeing the picture of that here. Really great light placement. Your thumb falls out right on the back of that push button. Really cool. Anything you want to mount there, whether it's a different sling loop. If you're a left-handed shooter and you want to mount your sling on this side of the gun, well, you've got a great place there to mount an M-lock QD attachment. If you are a left-handed shooter, slings can be a little difficult on AKs. Typically, you're just going to have some sort of lower handguard or something, because this is the only way on a standard AK that you're going to attach a sling up here, which is great for a right-handed shooter, not so good for left-handed. I know a big question everyone's going to ask is installation. Other handguards like this, as you know, you got to file them. You got to beat the ever-loving daylights out of them just to get them into place. Yes, they do hold solid, but you know, kind of scares a lot of people. This was absolutely no tools required, popped right in place. It's very tight, and I didn't have to smack it in place, man. I mean, I had to just pop it into place with my hand. Real quick, snapped right in. Didn't have to do any dremeling, any filing on the piece that actually fits into your lower handguard retainer. I mean, it drops in just like any other wood lower handguard. It has a tang that fits into your lower receiver. Slide your retainer on, throw the lever, it's installed. Now you can have any forward grip you want. You can have M-lock, sling mounts, light mounts, whatever. And I mean, it looks pretty nasty. It looks pretty cool. So I'm gonna do some shooting with this new Molotov Manufacturing handguard. Couple things. Number one, we're trying out a new muzzle device that I've never tried out. This company is called Bar Wars. They came out to Kalash Bash, really cool. They're making a lot of neat AK stuff. I've had this muzzle device for, honestly, a long time. I've just never really gotten around to messing with it. They make a ton of different muzzle devices for all different kinds of thread pitches, 2-chamber, 3-chambers, single chambers, all kinds of stuff. Out back, we've got the RS Regulate AK301M optic mount with a very old, my oldest red dot that I own, old Primary Arms red dot, man. I always go back to this thing. It always winds up on this gun. I think it's because it's so beat up. The character wear kind of fits this gun pretty well, because the gun's starting to get pretty beat up these days. Still running the Krebs custom safety lever. Still running our ALG trigger. We have a plus 10 spring in here, just adding a little bit more forward motion. Don't know if I like it. It makes it really tough to charge it, but we're gonna see if that helps with recoil a little bit. Big brake, heavier spring. We'll see. Factory triangle folder, colored to match, Russian pistol grip, wrapped with goon tape, and a 74 upper wooden handguard on that gas tube. Other than that, man, we're good. One of my most favorite mags, this is a Bakelite mag that we shot with 4 to 5 9mm rounds, blew it all to pieces. It's all held together with tape, goon tape, electrical tape, all kinds of cool stuff. You can actually see the fibers in the holes, but it actually still works perfectly fine. That's why Bakelite mags are freaking sick. Pretty cool. Slap. I wish I would have planned ahead and found a forward grip, but I kind of wanted to show you this lower handguard totally naked. But I definitely would recommend a forward grip. It's Picatinny on the hand. It's no different than having like a quad rail on your AR. Eventually you start to cover it up with rubber pick covers, or you put a grip on it. So this one will go to grip eventually, but they do look pretty freaking sick when they're just naked. I've always just been a big fan of a little bit of modern on an old school looking AK, mixing your wood with your new aluminum, with your new steel, things like that. I think a mixture of the two is a really good look. Mixing the two worlds together. I know it's not everyone's thing, but I freaking love it. Man, I'm really digging the gun. Love that lower handguard. It does kind of dig into that wood, which I know is probably not what you should use pick for, but anyway guys, that's how I have this thing currently set up. Go check out Molotov Manufacturing for these awesome lower handguards, and swing by Third Pin Threads and Kyber Customs while you're there, man. It all helps out the channel. Pretty sweet little build, dude. Man. Modern, mixed with old school. It's just a good look. All right, we'll see you next time. I love you.